Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm showing you this autumn set that I did on my flexi hand. And my flexi hand is from Nail Necessities. If you just search it, it'll come up. So I'm just coming in here with Nail Visions It's a Cover Up. I'm just creating an extended nail bed, smile line, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just blending the back of that bead into the nail and then shaping my smile line how I want it. I'm using my CJP Liz Gill brush. I'm just placing that cuticle bead and blending it into my first bead as well. So the reason I've done this first is so that it's got time to set while I do the rest of the nails, so then I can file it crisp and get on with the design on the tip. Excuse the state of my nails, I need to infill them, but just really not had time. So I'm coming in now with Nail Visions Black Grape, and I'm just fading it up the nail as best I can, and then removing any excess because I want it to be a glass tip. And on this nail I'm coming in with Copper Hollow and Red Hollow from Sparkle Supplies UK. So I just dipped into my clear acrylic and then dipped into both glitters and sort of mixed it on the nail. Again, I'm fading this up because I want it to be a glass tip, and then just at the end there I'm just putting some of these dots. They're also from Sparkle Supplies UK, but these come in like a little tray with loads of different dot mixes in. Really good value for money. I will leave links to everything and any discount codes in the description box as well. I just thought that this dot glitter went really well with this set, so again, like I say, I'm doing a glass tip, so I'm just kind of placing that glitter as best I can, making it appealing to the eye. Just pushing it and placing it wherever I want it. Then I'm coming in on this little finger and doing a full nail of Rustic from Nail Visions. It's a lovely shimmery red, like rusty red colour. It's gorgeous. Perfect for autumn. And then I'm coming in again with that dot mix and placing that in a swoosh backwards S shape. Oh no, I'm coming in with hollow red and hollow copper first, just as a base for that dot glitter, so it doesn't look like gappy, if that makes sense. And then I come in with the dots. Sorry about that. I'm sorry if I'm talking really quiet as well. The girls are in bed, so I'm trying to keep quiet, not to wake them up. I love this dot mix because it's got like gold, red and like black in it. For some reason there was one piece of blue there that I'm just getting rid of because it just stood out like a sore thumb. So Just place that glitter as I want it and pat it down so it's as flat as possible so it's easier to cap. And I did come in on this thumb with rustic again, but then I decided that I didn't want that on there, so I just like got as much of it off as I could, and then because I decided I wanted to do glitter with netting, so as you'll see in a minute, the glitter covers it anyway, so it's not a problem. But that's just that hollow red and hollow copper again. I love these glitters together, they're just so perfect for autumn. I think everyone loves reds and coppers in autumn. So I'm just pushing and placing the glitter as and where I want it. Doing a full nail. Just neaten up that cuticle area. I'm just coming in with a little tiny bit of clear there just to keep that glitter in place. And I'm just coming in with these rose decals from CJP. And they're called blood roses. I thought it was beautiful. So I'm just popping that in some water. Just cutting around it and then pop it in some water. Now I'm just coming in and filing that smile line nice and crisp, however I want it. When you're doing this, make sure that you're filing up against the smile line and not onto the client's nail, because you can hurt or damage your client's nail. Also make sure that you've made the wall high enough and consistent height so that when you put your next colour up, you're not having to mess about because it looks wonky and stuff. And I'm just placing that blood rose on. Just trying to get it in the perfect spot. And then I thought it looked like it's upside down, so I took it off, turned it round and put it back on. So I'm just placing that over the blend so you don't see any messy bits and I still get that glass tip effect. I'm just placing a little bit of acrylic to keep that in place whilst I do the rest of the nails. So while I allow that to set, I'm just coming in on the smile line with black grape. I'm not too worried about what it looks like on the tip, I just want the full coverage around the smile line, if that makes sense. So that the smile line looks nice and neat. And then I trim the blood rose excess off. I find these blood roses are actually quite big for the nails. It still looks good, but yeah, some of them are a lot bigger than this, and I don't know, I just find them quite big. And then on the very tip of this nail, I'm just coming in with that rustic again. I'm just feathering that back up to make a nice blend and making sure I've got coverage right to the tip. I'm not too fussed about height or thickness with this because I'm going to cap the free edge anyway. Now I'm just coming in with some clear acrylic over this glitter on the thumb. I try and do it in one bead, but these thumbnails are quite big on this hand. Like, it's not the hand, it's the tips that I've bought are quite big. So I had to do 2 beads. Then I'm just dipping my netting in my clear acrylic powder to try and stop it from sticking in the acrylic. Then I'm just placing that over the thumb and really pressing it in, trying to get it all the way down to the tip. If you were doing this on your client, you'd either place the finger on something firm or ask them to push up as you're pushing down. Just makes it easier. And then I know it looks like I pulled it out really fast, but obviously I've sped it up. You just like pull it gently, a little bit by a little bit, and then you'll get the best out of your netting. Then I'm just coming in with rustic and black grape again and just randomly placing it where I want it. I feel like I'm talking loads in this video. It's probably because it's quite late and I'm tired, so I do tend to waffle when I'm tired. So now I'm just turning that paper towel over so I've got a clean paper towel to work from while I'm capping with the clear, because I want this to be as clear as possible with it being a glass tip. The way I tend to do that is really burp my brush, so push it right down to the bottom and get all the air bubbles out of it in your monomer, and then swipe one side of your brush, dip into your acrylic and place it on, and rather than patting and pressing, just swipe it down the nail so you get less air bubbles or no air bubbles. So I'll just try and work with it a little wetter than I normally would over glitter anyway, but because it's a glass tip I tend to work with it a little bit wetter anyway to try and get that clarity. And then I'm just capping this free edge. I was going to put glitter on this, but I decided not to. Don't know why. I like how they turned out anyway, so not too bad. So I'm just capping all these nails. I love how that blood rose looked with the glass tip as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love hearing from everyone and what they think and any tips or tricks. So if you've got any, please comment. I'm not normally one for dark colours, but I quite liked how these turned out. And then I've filed, buffed, shaped off camera, and now I'm just going in with my top coat. And then I've left a little clip and photo at the end so you can see the finished result. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really means the world. So I hope to see you in my next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.